Hi, guys. Grand rising, grand afternoon, grand evening, whenever you come across this video. So, we're going into work later today. Woke up this morning and, I haven't even brushed my hair. I'm still in my pajamas, and I did go to the store like this, whatever. It was hailing this morning. There was no rain in the forecast, so we didn't cover anything that we did yesterday on the rock wall that we're working on. Seawall, I guess it's called. I don't know what it is. Anyway, I know. I just started working there, so. And I know nothing. Learning how to tuck point. And I want to be very careful with everything. I don't know. So I'm learning. Anyway, I think today's the new moon in Taurus, is it not, or was that yesterday? I think it might be today. Anyway, I was having a message that, quite a few of them that were coming through earlier, and now I have forgotten. But I was thinking about pulling some cards, but this affirmation just came to mind. I attract wealth and abundance. I attract wealth and abundance into my life every day. Ow. Yeah. So my coffee maker, it's a Farberware. It's not Keurig, and actually I like it way better than a Keurig because you can put tall cups in it. Anyway, it stopped working, so I was like, what the fuck, I need coffee. So I just poured grounds in the cup and poured the hot water in it, and then Mike had a great idea, because with the Keurig type thing, I have one where you can put grounds in it. He's like, well, take that and pour it to collect the grounds. I'm like, that's a fucking brilliant idea. So that's what I just did again after I came back from the store. I'm not sure if it's going to rain more. It's actually good. I have a French press, but you can't use fine ground coffee in it. It has to be coarse ground coffee. So I keep hearing, I just heard things are not as they seem. So do we have a message that somebody needs to hear right now? Stepping into a new timeline. You're stepping into the twilight zone. This is a madhouse. Okay. Have you noticed that perhaps people are treating you differently, or reacting to you differently, or just being different? People acting different. Yeah, thank you. There's like shifts. There's big shifts occurring. I noticed, remember I said I was 2 days out in the sun, I didn't even get pink. Well, I got, barely any red yesterday, but yeah, that's awesome. Working out at the lake. Should have seen me yesterday carrying the Portland mix to do the rock. Filling up the bucket, 5-gallon bucket. And I had both hands and I had it, my legs spread out. I was waddling with it. It was fucking heavy. Until I get my strength back. I can't wait to get my strength back to its full capacity like it was before. And then, of course we'll just keep going and get stronger. I love learning new things. That's a message that's coming through right now. Stepping out of your comfort zone and learning and doing new things. I just heard you're going, maybe perhaps going down a different path. Something's going to take you down another path, I'm hearing, which will lead you, still going to lead you to your destination, your thing, whatever that is. And yeah. Stepping into the unknown, stepping out of your comfort zone, being uncomfortable, but taking the path of least resistance. Your path up until now has been full, getting chills, full of resistance. It's for your growth. It's for your growth. It just popped in my head. In Revelations, they talk about the dragon coming. I think it's Revelations 12. I don't know Revelation, but this is what's coming through. Revelations 12, when there's like a woman and pregnant with a child, and then the dragon comes. Is that how the woman who shines like the sun, something about the moon beneath her feet. I don't know where at in Revelations that is. Maybe that's 12. I'm not sure. But, and they said a crown of 12 stars. Well, the crown of 12 stars. Oh, I'm getting chills. Ooh, freezing. Holy crap, hold on. They were showing me what came through was the 12 zodiacs. What does that have to do with anything in the Bible? Curiouser and curiouser. So, I don't know. And if you guys know anything about what I just said, feel free to let us know. Or if you get any insight, because, we're all, as we elevate, as we come home to ourselves and we elevate in our consciousness, the information is made known, I heard, available to us. What you need to know, you'll know when you need to know it. So just keep going on your path, and if it's writing a book, or just sharing awesome quotes and inspirational things on your social medias, that helps others. I know it does me when I run across a certain quote or something, then I'm like, oh, I love that. I needed that, Or you hear something, everything is meant for our highest good. We just need to be able to recognize that. And I do want to take a moment and talk about something real quick. Talking shit and gossiping. Oh my gosh, I'm in the middle of it, and that's something that's been put on my heart lately quite a bit is stop gossiping and talking shit. I'm a shit, you know? Yes, I know not to do these things. It's a process. Thank you. If you're going to say something about somebody, speak life over them instead of talking shit, Serena. At what point is it talking shit or gossiping when it's just, to me or to each individual person, is just facts? Because, you know, that's part of the fuckery. Thank you. Word spells. Yeah, thank you. The energies are strong and coming through, and supernatural things occurring. Maybe lights come on and off. That's for some of you. I'm getting chills all over. Look, can you see them? Your passed over loved ones getting in contact with you, or they're going to do something that means something to you. Then you'll know that it's them. And they say, you know what? I hear you talking. I see you crying. I know you miss me, but I love you. And I'm sorry I had to go. This is going to be for some of you, if not only one, but a few or whatever. You want me to say that? All right. So some of you have had people pass away. And what I was hearing is they sacrificed for you. They sacrificed for you. What do you mean by that? That was part of your journey, because the pain is so real, is it not? So real. And I'm sorry, I'm distracted because Mike's phone's ringing. He's sleeping, so I'm probably gonna have to see if that's our boss and we have to go to work. If that's the case, I gotta get fucking ready. I haven't done my juice yet. I haven't done my smoothie yet. Hold on. It's my daughter, or our daughter. And I know some of you are thinking like, what? What do you mean like a sacrifice? It'd be better if they were here. There's something that occurred after their passing that is very profound for you. It was life-changing, not only just because you lost someone you love, but life-changing in other ways. They want you to be open to that, to see. They're like, pay attention to the signs we're trying to communicate to you. The smells that occur, you know, that the smells are associated with the particular energy, a person. So, like me, I used to smell coffee. I'm like, well, which one is that? Because everybody loves coffee. But they said, ask for guidance, ask for a particular sign if you want you're asking a question, you want an answer to something. And when you ask for a sign, I don't know, maybe you can ask for a particular sign, right? I don't see why not. I don't see why not. Yeah. Um, I would love to have a red feather because I don't have a red feather. That's what I would love. But if I find one that isn't a sign, because I haven't asked for confirmation, haven't asked for a question. I know. I know. I'm tired. Eyes are tired. Mm. Um, so cutting things out of our lives. Gossiping's going to be one of them. Talking shit, having to know the tea. My daughter likes to say that. I like to know the tea. She's so funny. But I'm hearing staying true to yourself, staying true north, whatever that means. Standing on your beliefs. And those of you that have been in isolation, not around a lot of people, as you glow and shine more and more and more people that do not vibrate with you will be leaving your life. People may start treating you differently. I'm hearing like a reactionary, like they just, can't stand you anymore or something. There's just something that just rubs them wrong about you. This is great news. How can that be great news? Well, it's great news because it shows how far you've come. How much, should I say, better you're becoming? I don't know if I want to use that. A lot of people say your light disturbs their demons. It's your healing disturbs their ego apart and ruffles feathers in them of things that their soul is trying to get them to work on within themselves. So it irritates them. It could be unbeknownst to them. The more you heal, the pissier they get. I was going to say don't take it personally, but maybe do take it personally. Like, wow, I must really be doing something right then. Instead of going, why are they doing that? Why would they do this? Or fuck them. And, it's all part of our spiritual growth. I saw this ad on YouTube and the guy was talking about, and I'm like, yeah, that's it exactly. That's it exactly. That's how I feel. But in the ad, it was something about, people waking up, spiritually and stuff. And as people awaken and the coming together to create a different reality, to shift our current reality into the new earth reality. I can't remember what he said in the ad, but anyway, it's not fighting fire with fire. Same with the people in your lives. It's when we know who we are and we stand in our own integrity and we come from that higher place, from that love place, and when ego isn't there, the pride of how dare they disrespect me, or how dare they this, or how dare they that. But I'm not saying not to address an issue. Pick your battles wisely if you must speak on it. But to hold your integrity, not to fight fire with fire, not to lash out at them. Well, you fucking said this and you fucking that and you fucking, like I do at times. I know, I'm working on it, right? All these things come up to come out, come up to be seen, to be released. Releasing that heavy load. Clearing out the clutter. The light, if you will, pushing the darkness out. We'll just call, the darkness is all of our unhealed traumas or our programmed way of thinking and reacting and maneuvering in our lives. And I'm sure for some of you, if you've gotten to a certain point, then you'll understand this, that it's almost instantaneous when you see yourself or you hear yourself, like you say something or do something, and it might come up immediately or it might be a little bit later, but you're like, oh fuck, what a douche. This is something I need to heal, or this is something I thought I was past, and evidently I'm not. There's levels to it. But getting unstuck in the repeated cycle in your loop. But this is where it's tricky, because they were showing, when I said loop, they were showing me like, yeah, you can loop back where you think you effed up and you're back at square one, right? I've done all the love. Why am I back? There's something different as well. It's recognizing and noticing those different levels. You just got to pay attention to yourself, what yourself is telling you, that inner voice, that inner nudge. I wanted to say niggle again. I don't know what the fuck that thing is about a niggle. Niggle is how. Anyway, niggle. I totally lost it, yo. Anyway, Serena, sit up better. Not like me. I'm working on, and the more I work on it, the more I'm consciously aware, the more aware I become. So you guys, that's with everything. Me, it's because of my lower back. I'm used to sitting, so my shoulders are all rounded. Man, I'm broad-shouldered if my shoulders didn't curve in so much. Round out. I mean, my freaking, this should be out at least an inch on each side. I'm broad-shouldered for a skinny little thing. Being mindful of our posture, for me, it's my posture, but our posture in society, when we have to deal, see, thank you. The reason why maybe perhaps you've been finding yourself stuck in toxic, difficult relationships, and I don't mean just a romantic, I mean in all of our relationships, or surrounded by people that don't think like us, they have they don't want to be different, right? They don't want to go spiritual or whatever. They just want to stay in their life how it is. That's fine. But to each his own, right? We all have a choice. is part of our training. Because you're not always going to be in a little bubble. If you have a certain calling on your life, you're going to come across difficult, angry people. For us to learn to become more love and more like Yeshua, Jesus, and what Jesus spoke about, it's our training before you're put out into the world, per se, on your path and your journey. You got to master where you're at first, right? Because when you're going to be people bums, because when we'll just say you're God's warrior or whatever, spiritual warrior, you're here to fight the dark or blah, 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 whatever. The battles, you've got to go through extensive training depending on what your ranking, they wanted me to say ranking, what your ranking is, what your position is. It's all preparation. Get a grip on that, knowing who you are, so no matter what anyone says, because not everyone's going to believe you, and those that don't want to do that, or the ones that get jealous or whatever, they're going to attack you. I don't mean physically, maybe some, but with their words. And you've got to be bulletproof. You need some Kevlar and shit on you, a flak jacket for the fucking word arrows, the word bullets that'll be thrown at you to your face or behind your back, right? But energy's energy. It hits you. But I was just being shown, like in your little golden egg, in your protective bubble that is around you, the only things that are going to get through, well, first of all, if you're walking in your purpose and standing in your light and you don't do fuckery, no one else and all this, that, and the other thing, it's not karma coming back at you. The things that get through your protection from the divine, from the source, is meant for you and for that other person. So having faith in knowing that you are protected. Because what they were showing me is these word bullets, like if you are wearing a flak jacket or something, these word bullets, I'm getting chills. They hit you, it's like, psh, psh, it like dissipates. And it's like, it hits your aura, like your magnetic field, your energetic field, and it like instantly turns white. Unless it's something meant for your growth. Part of your training. Depending on what you're called to do. They'll bring me back to being humbled is a blessing. And I have one of my sons, whatever's going to occur in his life, I was going to say, if he gets humbled, it's for his highest good. Us as parents, we don't want to see our children struggle and go through things. But we also know that there's nothing we can do. And though it sucks, they have to experience their lives for their journey. Yes, there are little humans that we gave birth to, that we created, That's our little human. But the soul that's in our little humans, it's their path. It's their journey. And all we can do is sit back and be there for them when and if they need us. It sucks. So being humbled is a blessing, depending on how you look at it. What not attachment, was that the right thing? Whatever you attach to it. What do I mean by that? Of how you look at it, your perspective, you know? Like, excuse me a second. Coming in. It's coming in fast. I'm going to stop there. I mean, it did come back around. Somebody was like, what about the sacrifice thing? I'm not real sure. And I don't want to get lost and caught in that. I flat out don't want to. So that's enough about that for now. I heard just like just know. It's gone now. Because I always have to say other things first. I should just say when it comes in. And those of you that get downloads or channel or whatever you want to call it, get messages, you know what I mean. Maybe it's not the same for all of us. I don't know. I watched this one lady and she'll say, okay, I'm going to step aside to let spirit come through. I'll see, that's her way. And everybody has their own ways of doing things, right? Like some people have to meditate and tap in and really get into it. I ain't got time for all that. I just heard. And when I say I heard, I don't hear it. So if anyone knows kind of like what telepathy is about, it's just, I'm not even sure about that because I'm not really sure what telepathy is. Just not using words, but just speaking in your minds. But I don't actually hear voices. It's just somebody help me out. I know somebody knows how to explain this. It don't matter. I don't like getting caught in all that, but just keep going. And, it's a choice. If you feel like you keep repeating the same cycles, but you've already learned so many things from that same cycle or whatever, there's something else that you're not seeing and looking at. Thank you. It's way bigger. It's broader. There's a bigger picture. Don't be so closed-minded and think it's just this one thing when there's layers to this shit and there's levels, right? So can you maneuver? Do you get offended when people say stuff? Do things piss you off or disturb your peace? Then you still have work to do. So you're in these difficult situations till you get past that part. Because when you really step into your role, and some of you, it's going to be a shit ton of fucking money, if there's even money then, or whatever. When you're handed the key to the palace, are you going to let a bunch of, I heard, junkies move in? You're going to let all these people that talk shit and don't really, to you? Are you going to let them in? Hey, yeah, come on and hang out. You can't have your blessings because They can't be blessed. They were your lessons. They were your teachers. That doesn't mean they get to go with you. Now, if you look at this and say, oh God, I'm still stuck in the same thing, I'm never going to get out of it, and la 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 la, and you're not looking at any other part of it, well then yeah, you will stick yourself there longer. Maybe till you're done with this lifetime. Then you'll repeat. Where do the souls go that have not turned inward and came home to who they are, that haven't awoken? Because in that one ad thing I was talking about earlier in this video, he was talking, I think, something about when we awaken and we get into that higher consciousness, transparency and like telepathy, it's going to be like an automatic. And people that live from just their ego, from just their trauma based, from the programming, can't go on that level. There's no way, because they're not transparent with themselves. They don't want to be transparent everyone else to see. It's that new earth. It's that new paradigm where it's going to be, thank you, like the old ways. There's magic, mystery. I don't mean magic like fucking black magic. That won't be there. I just mean like the magic of life. Fairy tale magic. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm referring to when I speak of magic. In a sense like that. It's the... Oh, God. But anyway, so just knowing, and if you still have the victim mentality, then I heard you're far from being on your purpose. Far from it. Because when you realize this is a school, a game, a prison, or whatever, yeah, then you know what it is. You're just maneuvering in this matrix, right? This game, this program. They want me to loop back around, so let's go. We're going to go on another topic. When I was saying about they wanted me to talk about that loop thing again, like stuck in that loop, or you're still in a situation that you thought you grew out of, or whatever. I just heard, this is a test. This is like your final. This is like your final, right? So the looping back, and they're saying it's not linear, right? So they're showing me like looping back, like you're going back, but it could be on a timeline here, and then you'll be on a timeline here. I don't know. Just take it. If you resonate with it, then you know what it means. I just keep showing me a loop. Looping back. You're still going forward. But the healing isn't a linear healing. It's not like, oh, I'm going to go back and I'm going to heal this one thing. It just, the healing happens in different things. It might be here, then it's back here, then it's up here, then it's over here, then it's to the facets of it. Chills. Anyway, I'm going to go. My daughter just tried calling me, so I'm going to call her back. I love you guys, and I hope some of this makes sense to someone. Namaste on this path. Namaste, love. And open your heart up and let your love out, right? Let your soul shine. We've been hurt so much, and there's been so much, and it seems like it doesn't get better. It seems like it might even be getting worse. So we shut down and close off again. And then if we've been ones that have been in isolation, it's learning how to be back out into the world. Safe in our own little space, isn't it? No one bother me, you know. But you're going to have to step out into your roles sometimes. So these are finals. And the final of your life. These are the hardest finals. This is harder than the real estate. This is harder than the, what is it, MCAT? Or is that to get into medical? Anyway, to take the bar exam and all that. I mean, this is, you know, a life final. So it's going to be hard. And when you graduate, I'm not going to say it's going to be easy. It's going to be whatever it's going to be. But you will have freed your soul from the prison, and I'm hearing entrapment. To be free. Free to move about the world. Have a blessed day. And we'll see you on the flip side. Peace.